Another 6-second PB today. Probably not. This will be no reset practice. Gotta start doing my no reset runs. Not regular PB attempts. Okay, for a practice run, I don't want to be comparing to PB splits, so we're just gonna go with this. My estimate is 125, so, I mean, 125 is like very high. It really shouldn't be that high. But yeah, now we do some practice runs. Also, so these are just gonna be practice runs, not PB attempts. So I know some people are gonna ask, like, if I could still PB doing practice runs, and definitely yes, the strats I'm using don't lose that much time, so it's totally possible that I can get a PB-like run. However, I am cheating, and I, like, unironically, 100%, literally I am cheating, because I am using a mod that gets rid of VC crashes, because I think, you know, for an event run like this, I don't want a random VC crash to ruin everything. And to make sure that, you know, everything works right, I want to do some practice runs on the mod with the VC crash fix. But it is not allowed on the leaderboards, so I am literally cheating today. So if I get a PB, it will not be an actual PB because I will be cheating. Yep, I am officially a cheater as of today, for now. Nobody will ever trust me again, dang. Can't believe I'm ruining my reputation by openly admitting that I am cheating and literally saying that I will not submit any run to the leaderboard using this because I am open about it. Especially when there's literally no way anyone could tell. Like, if I wanted to, I could have kept my mouth shut. Alright, anyway, let's do a practice run. So again, this is gonna be a no reset run. No matter what happens, I will continue until I finish. I am gonna do some safety strats, safety saves and stuff. But I'm gonna try to do multiple runs a day. How likely is the crash will be allowed at some point? 0. We already discussed it. People said no. I mean, it's always possible that it could come up again down the line and people change their minds, but it's already been discussed and people said no. Am I one of the people that said no to? Actually, I said yes. I was in the minority that said, hey, why don't we just allow this considering all the other stuff we allow? But no, people said no. Can you ace a VC crash? You can ace a crash, it wouldn't be a VC. Like, VC crash specifically refers to a random crash. If you ace it, then you are intentionally doing it, and it's no longer referring to the type of crash that a VC crash is. Yeah, you can't randomly ace. Doesn't work like that. Unless we're talking like infinite monkeys on a typewriter kind of random. Infinite monkeys on a GameCube controller will eventually accidentally do ace, sure. I am a smooth PB fan. Chunky peanut butter is weird. Am I a smooth brain fan? Absolutely. Smooth brains are much better. It'd be funny if I VC crashed an event. You think it would be funny until I have to redo 15 minutes while already being 10 minutes behind. No, there was one run. I remember there was actually an instance of a VC crash in a run. I think it was like a glitchless race at an ESA or something. And I think the person that got the VC crash literally lost like over an hour and had to just drop. That was really bad. Would GDQ allow this from? Yeah, GDQ is fine with mods. And also, I could just not tell them and they'd never know. Because this is basically undetectable. If I could keep my mouth shut and no one would know. GDQ is not that strict on, like, game rules. Like, as long as you're not, you know, trying to pass off obvious cheating as not cheating, like, you can do stuff. Yeah, GDQ is an exhibition. If you're not following the speedrun rules exactly, they aren't gonna come to your house, break your console, and ban you from the event. You'll be fine. Is this the funny Zelda guy? No, I'm not funny. Gonna have to find someone else for funny. I am the funniest AD potential record holder you know. Thanks. I'm funny on YouTube though. That's dry being funny with edits. All I had to say was Mario Galaxy's price. Can we rewind so I can say that? Hold on. Tell me to say something funny again, and then I'll do it. Hey ZFG, say something funny. Mario Galaxy's price. Ha. Get it? Because it's hilarious that they think it's okay to charge $70 for Wii ports. My streamer. This is what you guys come here for. Since I say these are just practice runs, can you take these runs and submit them to leaderboard as your own? I mean, if you want to double cheat, sure, because not only would you be cheating by taking someone else's run and complaining and saying it was your own. But also, these runs are literally on a modded version, which is illegal for the leaderboards. So you'd be double cheating. Yeah, I guess it is true that 2 cheats make it legit. Cancels out. Intro skip is not a mod, that's just saving after the intro. Would I tell you guys if Summoning Salt reached out about an OOT documentary? I mean, I think Summoning Salt usually tries to keep his videos under wraps, so if he... it sounds like, I don't know for sure, but it sounds like he requests that people don't talk about it, and if he would request that, I would respect the request. But if not, then sure. Well, even then, I might think like, oh, maybe it's more interesting if it's not talked about, if it's a surprise. Also, assuming this goes well, this is going to be very close to PB. For a practice run, this has been pretty good. Or you know what, just in case, I'll try to get a heart here. Okay, doesn't really matter. It shouldn't matter. Okay, it won't quite be close to PB, but it'll be like 111-ish, assuming things go well, which is pretty good for a practice run. Alright, for a practice run, very good. I'd be very happy with that run. Yeah, for no reset practice, very happy with that. So this is cheated world record now. I mean, you can't really make a category for cheated record and then say like any non-cheated record doesn't count for cheated record. Not bad for a cheater. I just want to do a few runs on this to make sure that there's nothing weird about it that I need to watch out for. Maybe tomorrow I'll go back to runs on vanilla, just for the chance that I PB. Who is Ludwig? Big streamer. Streamer with big number. And bigger number means better person. Yeah, he's a Smash Bros commentator, yeah. A guy that loses you at Melee Locals in 2016. Oh my god, the lore drop. Yes, former Arizona resident Ludwig. One of the most notable things about him. Probably the most notable. Did we hang out when he was in... Oh yeah, Ludwig and I were best buds. We hung out all the time. We were cool like that. Yeah, that's why I call him by his first name. We're chill like that. We're on a first name basis. Except he still calls me ZFG. What if that is my first name? Yeah, and the 1 is my last name. No, A is my middle name. That's why I named my files A. What about Smiley Face? Look, I can't keep making up lore about everything, okay? I can't keep my story straight about any of this. I am making up lore. I'm just making stuff up as I go along. I don't know what I'm doing. I can't wait to get the super rare Phantom Ganon's light ball going through ISG in the run at the event. You just know it's gonna happen. And then I've got to explain it, trying to make it sound like it's not a skill issue, when it's definitely not a skill issue. It definitely is like actually effectively random. But it's gonna sound like I'm just complaining like it's not a skill issue, and I just have a skill issue, but I'm trying to copium it away. But it's totally gonna happen. Well, no, it is literally not RNG. You literally cannot call it RNG. It is effectively luck, because it is based on like an extremely precise distance being away from the light ball. But you can't call it RNG. RNG is something very specifically different. Yeah, I know it was probably a joke, but I know that some people would say that too, unironically. Just need to actually people. No, I don't call IRL luck RNG actually. Well, I mean as a meme sometimes. But I am one of those people that specifies the difference between luck and RNG when applicable. What's the difference? RNG is a specific, like, actual randomly generated number by the game that the game uses to influence random events. There are some things that are not influenced by that specific number, but can effectively be luck, like your exact position relative to Ganondorf's light ball, and if it's off by like some incredibly precise unit that you really cannot realistically predict, then you can effectively call it luck, even though it's technically not luck. You know, a dude that says random RNG, oh man, the random RNG, just like an ATM machine. You just get mad about the weirdest things. We have to be right. We have to flex our knowledge. When are we gonna start calling it PRNG? I'm not nerdy enough to actually the specific differences between about PRNG. I think that's going too far. No one cares about the difference between RNG and pseudo RNG. Yeah, the line has to be drawn somewhere. Okay, maybe if it's literally your job to make sure that random numbers are as random as possible, maybe you're one of the few nerds that is legally allowed to argue about the difference between RNG and TRNG. Is your job staring at lava lamps? Sounds like a good job. No, dang. That seems like the best kind of RNG job. Just staring at lava lamps all day. Yep, lava lamps look random today. Why is your channel called ZFG Narcissist Much? Huh? I assume it's a joke, but I am missing what this means. You named your channel after yourself? Oh my god. What a narcissist. Dude, are you serious? Sometimes I can't tell if that's me or if she's like slightly higher than normal sometimes. It looked like she was slightly higher than normal, and I'm not sure if that's because of the thing where she stays on the same platform. Yeah, ruined a good Twin Rova. Maybe I just shouldn't run onto the platform. Your mom came in and took your Twitch away? How are you still chatting then? They obviously hid their DS under their pillow. Based, honestly. Somehow barely lost time, because my PBs, or not PBs, but last runs was just as bad. You know what very slightly annoys me? I can tell when I wasted time earlier in the run because I can tell the lighting is different from time of day differences. And I could tell like the lighting there was very particularly like midday and not early morning. So the lighting is like a reminder that, hey, you suck. What a nerd I know. I'm mad that I noticed that. I'm mad that I can notice the differences in daytime lighting based on how late in the day it is. You can tell by the red splits. Oh, I guess that too. Are you into McDonald's? What does it mean to be into McDonald's? Is that supposed to be just do you like McDonald's, or is there like a McDonald's fandom? I mean, I have McDonald's every now and then, but I'm not quite into it like a McDonald's fanboy. I'm not a McBro. Is that the McDonald's fandom name? McBros? Do I know the Hamburglar lore? I do not. I do not know Hamburglar lore. I'm behind on all my McDonald's lore. I didn't say yes or no. Okay, my answer is no. I am not into McDonald's. In-N-Out is the only good fast food for the price and taste based. Yeah, In-N-Out's good. I mean, I wouldn't say only, but like In-N-Out is clearly on top. In-N-Out is Western propaganda. Look at this East Coast kid just thinking anything he doesn't have is propaganda. Is Arizona West Coast? It's West Coast enough. Do I like Olive Garden? I cannot remember the last time I went to an Olive Garden. I don't even know. Inoffensive. Yeah, that's kind of what I would expect. Inoffensive. I know people make fun of Olive Garden. It seems, I would guess it's probably fine. Mozzarella sticks are pretty nice. How hot do I like my hot sauce? Relatively hot. I do like hot stuff. I don't like trying to make it as hot as possible just for the sake of it, just trying to be cool. So pretty hot, but not like obnoxiously hot. What flavor would I get at Wingstop? I actually don't remember the Wingstop flavors. I think it's whatever they have that's like pretty hot, but not this is stupid hot. Like I usually get pretty hot, whatever that is. Yeah, pretty hot if it tastes good. It's just like I definitely feel like after a certain point, it's definitely hot to like you're just trying to impress people and not like actually make the flavor better. When it crosses that point, then I'm just like, I don't care. Like, you know, those people that just want it to be as hot as possible so they look cool. They're like, oh, look at me, I can have stuff that's so hot. Sriracha, I love sriracha. Sriracha's so good. I definitely had a pour sriracha on everything phase. Yeah, hot to be hot is not good, but a good amount of hot is always welcome. Can you raid Kai Cenat after stream? Sure. He seems like an up-and-coming streamer, deserving of a raid. Do you think Kai Cenat has ever done any OOT speedruns or has any interest? I bet he's secretly a fan. Can't wait for the illegal PB, yeah. Honestly, I think that it's not that unlikely that I get an illegal PB. Well, I mean, tomorrow I'll probably switch back to actual vanilla, non-cheater edition. Because I just I needed to do a few runs with this just to make sure everything's right. I love how ESS adapters are allowed but not VC crash fix. Same. What? Wait. No, how did that fail? Well, rip. That is, yeah, it's a fail. Huh. I don't know if I started going left late or early, I guess. But yeah, I would have been pro allowing VC crash fix. I feel like, considering the other stuff we allow, I think it'd be fine, but no mods. How can you tell it's the fixed version of OT? You can't. Well, unless you do statistical analysis of me playing for a very, very long extended period of time and notice that I have fewer VC crashes than expected. And even then, it's going to be very hard to statistically prove that. Yeah, you'd have to do the same thing the Dream was caught for. But even then, like, it's so much rarer in OT. Especially because we can't really put a number to it. But yeah. But I mean, so there has been talk about making something like this, which is specifically meant for like races and tournament stuff that would actually have a visual indicator. This is not the version with a visual indicator. There's been talk of making that, but no one's done it, I think. But if that were made, then I'd be using that. That does have a visual indicator, but there is none, so just using this. This is just what exists right now. I could be cheating, you'd never know. I mean, at least, well, I mean, I am cheating. I am literally publicly admitting this run is cheating, as in I am using a cheated version. But I could, in the future, say, oh, I'm totally not cheating anymore, while actually still using this. But as of right now, I am literally unironically cheating, by the definition of the leaderboards. Is there a reason I don't do glitch lists? I'm just more interested in glitch categories. I am somewhat interested in glitch lists, like I might want to run it at some point, but overall I am more interested in glitch categories. It would probably be A and Q. I don't really like the rules for any percent glitch list, like being able to skip dungeons. I mean, I think it's a very cool run, but rule-wise, yeah. Also, dude, if I ever ran glitch lists, every single stream would be, they should really call this glitchless, haha. And oh my god, that'd be so annoying. How long is glitchless? I think it's down to like 335 for AMQ at least. Time to break out the IQ for glitchless runs. No, I won't be that guy. I don't care enough. What if you make a $500 bounty for glitchless AMQ on IQ? Please don't. It's cool on N64, it's not cool on IQ. That'd be so bad. I forgot to remove the BRB from the screen. Oh, I'm sorry. Here, let me remove the BRB in a sec. Dude, this is gonna take too long. Everyone knows what my joke is gonna be. But it's gonna be too long to set up. It's not gonna be funny. Okay, here. No! I didn't click it. There we go. Okay, here's my joke. Alright. That was funny enough. Do I play on a PC or on a computer? I play on a Wii. Yeah, a Wii is a computer, technically. Have I seen the Big Chungus lore videos on TikTok? I have not. I'm a fake Big Chungus fan for not watching all the TikTok lore videos. I'm sorry. Would double KO and Deku 1 ruin the heap? No, I think that was an idea at first, but it's just slower. It's just slower than voiding. Can I put TikTok on the sides? Yes, on the watch while I speedrun. Yeah, I should do that. Put up some speedrun, or no, Subway Surfer TikToks on the side. You guys don't need the splits. Probably better to just put Subway Surfers up there. Yeah, or Family Guy funny moments. The classic. Dude, I already deal with enough copyright trolls. I am not putting Family Guy up there. I get so many copyright strikes so quickly. Just make the AI voice say watch till the end of a 12-hour VOD. I should do that. Yeah, that's the intended way to get to Shadow Temple. Miyamoto talked about it in Nintendo Power in that one issue. Because people were really confused and thought you needed a song for it. Another decoupled entrance rando. Also a maybe. Wait, what? That didn't work? How'd that not work? Did I crit wiggle right as I landed? That's actually insane, if that's what happened. Well, that's a lot of time loss. I do wonder, if I fail a cutscene skip like that, if it's almost worth it to just kind of move on with the run and pretend like I got it. Because, like, realistically, it visually doesn't look any different, but at the same time, I really shouldn't, but also, it's kind of dumb. It would be cheating, but it's also an exhibition event, not a super serious thing. Is that the same one? It didn't. Okay, you know what? I gotta just go with this. I'll have to look at what happened later. I need to just go with that. Okay, clearly if it happened twice in a row, that's something with my setup. But for this, we're just gonna go. Could have sworn I double checked the setup and everything to make sure it was good. I can tell it didn't work if I don't get a white flash when I load back in. Just go get the medallion. Actually, you know what? I think if I fail the cutscene skip like that, it might be best to just go back to the boss room and just grab the medallion and just accept the cutscene. That might be the best thing to do. Because the cutscene is... Seriously? The cutscene is really not that long. Oh my god, this is the worst run of all time. Worst run of all time so far. Yeah, I think the Shadow Medallion cutscene is the shortest. I mean, I would have to go back to the boss room, but it's not the worst. Yeah, I'll check the clip later. Although if it happened twice in a row, I'm more inclined to believe it was the setup itself and not a crew wiggle. Also, you're not referring to the fact that I do like a diagonal wiggle, or a diagonal roll when I land, right? Because there is supposed to be... It is supposed to look like a diagonal roll. It's just like the degree of how diagonal it is might be affected by a crit wiggle. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, if you were thinking that. Yeah, it probably wasn't then. But I swear I've been using that setup, so I'm confused how it failed twice in a row. Have I ever died in a Waffle House? I don't think so. I don't remember, at least. I'm missing out, dang. I'll be sure to die next time I go to a Waffle House. Dude, I had a feeling that was gonna be early. Failing this feels so bad. The walk of shame all the way back around here. Where are you going? Dude? Dude! No! Wait, was that only 3? Or... No, okay, I thought that was 4. No, that was so weird. So they were trying to give me an extra cycle. I was like, wait, did I miscount? Are they not actually trying to give me an extra cycle? But no, they were. That was really weird. Run's Curse, yeah. SRM in a Scooby-Doo villain mask. It's not SRM by our definition. Can this still PB? Yeah, as long as I can find a time machine in the next minute or so. Yeah, it's literally just cutscene pointer manip. So if you wanted to argue that this is SRM, you also have to argue that basically every wrong warp ever is SRM, which is something no one wants. Alright. Okay, I'm pretty sure that was a 118 and I just split late, but... Okay, pretty terrible run, and still 118, 119. I should submit this lower into the leaderboards. I cannot. This run is literally cheated. Oh yeah, also this run didn't beat Shadow. Yeah, that's just the regular diagonal roll that happens, so that wasn't a crit wiggle. But yes, something is wrong. I don't know, maybe I am forgetting something in that setup. No, it should be 1/ hold up, roll, side hop. I did do the side hop, right? Yeah. I don't know what failed then. I'll have to look at it. Anyway, so yeah, hope you enjoyed. I am going to go find someone to raid.